Hey, what's up? Just want to thank you guys for watching our channel. Please hit that subscribe button. Speaking of social media, another great thing about social media is memes. And I know you've been asked a lot about the Brian Windhorst meme, which was an all-time first take appearance. If anybody hasn't read, there's an oral history that came out a few days ago on GQ.com. It's actually very entertaining. There's some absolutely great quotes and bars in there from different characters in this story. In respect to the meme and that appearance on First Take, did you have a favorite meme, a favorite thing that came out of that?
You know, I really didn't follow the memes that closely because it's such a heavy work time. But it was the non-basketball stuff. So like, I remember one that was like, it's July 5th and there's still fireworks exploding all over my neighborhood. Now, why is that? But what I loved about that GQ story is I don't know Royce O'Neal. I've really never had a chance to talk to him, and I just didn't happen to see him this last season. Of all the teams and players I saw, I never saw him. And so I never ever got to talk to him about it. I did get to talk to other players who were involved about it, like Gobert and some other Donovan Mitchell, obviously. Like when I went and did a sit-down interview with Donovan Mitchell at the start of the season, Donovan wanted to pose with me with the pose. He's like, hey, that wasn't my phone. That was his phone. He wanted the photo. Okay. And then listening to Royce talk about it, like it was a real positive experience for him, even though he was traded. And he was traded, from a huge change in his career and life that he was getting in Brooklyn. I don't know how his reaction would be, because I was almost kind of like, I wasn't dismissing him, but I was kind of like, what? That doesn't make any sense. So I liked that he had positive memories of it, and Donovan had positive memories. So sure Rudy had positive memories of it. Donovan had like sweatshirts made up with it, for like personal use. So I'm glad there's so much happens in the media that is upsetting to players. And that's another thing that I've learned over 20 years is just how much we make players and teams headaches. And sometimes our job, and it's like, look, this headache you're having is part of your job, but sometimes it strays where we either intentionally or unintentionally cause players or teams heartache or discomfort or frustration or unintended consequence, or sometimes intended consequence, cause issues. So I was happy that this actually positively affected some people, and that Utah, the fans in Utah actually have a positive vibe about, because they're kind of happy with where their team is. But there's good feelings to come out of it, because there's other stuff that you do or report on. Like I said, like saying that I thought LeBron was going to leave Miami. That was also accurate, although I wasn't as firm about that and it wasn't as instantaneous. That caused a lot of trouble. And even though it was wonderful for Cleveland, it caused a lot of trouble in Miami and upset a lot of people. And I faced a fallout from that. I don't regret it. And I was right. But so it feels good that there was a positive. I do get a little worried though, JJ. I didn't intend, I knew what I was talking about, and what I thought was going to happen did happen. And I was just trying to avoid saying exactly what I thought was going to happen in case it didn't happen, because then it would be weaponized against me. But while that was happening, was blowing up, I'm very aware that something negative could happen just as powerful of something I didn't intend. And so because I'm a pessimist, as that was raging, I was like, well, I'm worried about the negative karma that's building up, that someday I'll do something that will be viewed as negative and will snowball that way. So I'm just hoping to stay the course and stay warm, never be too hot, never be too cold.
Yeah, I was gonna ask about just information in general, and I don't think I've ever asked Woj this either, privately, but the ability to sit on information and not make it be public, where you can be like the guy who got it right, is that a difficult thing?
Well, that's you working and living in the league. You knew information all the time.
Oh yeah,
but I guess it's not your job. But
well, yeah, I mean, I can specifically remember a very big trade that no one knew about, and I had the info for like a week, and every day I'm like refreshing Twitter, like this is going down, this is going down. Then it finally went down, but like I guess it was because it wasn't my job. I didn't feel the need to like tell anyone.
Right.
I literally told no one.
Right.
But also I didn't want to fuck the people who told me.
That's the thing. Like you don't want to be wrong. Ultimately, maybe there is somebody who does this, but there's not a scoreboard out there where people are like checking what you got right and checking what you got wrong. You either know what you're talking about or you don't. You either have a pulse on the league or you don't. And I'd like to think that I do have a pulse on the league. I don't know everything that's going on. Most of the trades that happen, I am aware that they are going to happen or something. I may not know exactly who's being traded for whom or exactly who's going to sign, but most of the transactions that happen, 60-ish, 70%, I'm at least aware that they are going to happen or possibility of them happening. But there's some that blow me out of the water, and there's some like, for example, I was pretty sure that Max Strus was going to be an Indiana Pacer a week ago. There was a lot of talk in that direction. And it was strong enough where I could have come on TV and said, yeah, I think Max Strus has got a true chance to be a Pacer. But then things changed. The bidding war for Bruce Brown got higher. They offered more. The Cavs were able to figure out a sign and trade and a Pacer. You know, like I could have been wrong about that, but I wasn't sure, so I didn't say it. And look, there have been times where I thought something was going to happen. I said it and it didn't happen, you know? So mostly you're just trying to you only have your reputation to stand on. And what you're trying to do is you're trying to say, I'm going to give you the information I can give you. And hopefully people either say, you know what you're talking about or you don't, and that you prove that you can do it. I would love to be able to say everything that I know, but it's completely not responsible. And so I can't. And I get myself in trouble sometimes, alluding to information, but I just kind of want to indicate that, you know, I kind of want to dance around it and just sometimes try to entertain, because sometimes we do try to want to make good television and good podcasts. You know, it's part of what we do.
Well, I just want to. I want to say this
yeah.
before. I want to say this, Brian, before we let you go. My favorite part of the First Take appearance from last summer, having been with you on air, is I know when you are talking, you ask a question while you're talking and making a point. My favorite part of that appearance was your co-panelist as you're going on your, you know, whatever it was, 139 seconds of talking. You're asking questions and they're answering them like right away. They're just answering them. You're like, nope.
I do like that too. They're trying Kevin Durant. I was like, no, just let me cook.
No, let me cook.